Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome back to the channel. We are here today to review V-Racer Hoverbike for PlayStation VR2. This is a futuristic racing game where you sit on top of powerful hoverbikes. Something that will definitely serve the fans who was craving this WipeOut feeling on PlayStation VR2. But instead of copying the WipeOut and placing you inside the cockpit, the developers put their own twist on it and placing you on top of this bike, which is perfect choice. It instantly makes this game their own and stand out. It first launched on PC as an early access all the way back in 2018, so many years ago. This year it finally hit full release alongside the Quest 3 port, and now it's here on PlayStation VR2. But the big question is it outdated now? Or did that long development cycle give us polished experience? Is it good or does it suck balls? Let's find out. Before I start, the game was provided to me for free ahead of surprised release today, but I still give you my honest opinion. And before we start, also make sure you press a like and subscribe to help this channel grow and stay relevant. I super appreciate it. Let's go. I tested pretty much everything in this game that it has to offer in the single player mode. I did not have chance to test multiplayer and online challenges, which I assuming will just add more fun to the game. So, thank you VR gods, because we've got proper PC quality release here, not some questified downgrade that PSVR2 suffered from in the past. I actually ran the game on PC as well, because I got it on Steam, and really struggled to find major differences. The only thing I noticed was that shadows look a little softer on PlayStation VR2, but that just might be intentional. I don't know. Anyway, I've played this game across many headsets on PC, Rift, Quest, even PSVR2 with the adapter. But the PlayStation VR2 version on PlayStation 5 is by far my favorite. The colors look beautiful and the OLED display just transforms certain tracks. The space station circuit, especially the sharp lighting and the contrast between darks and brights, is incredible down there. There were moments I literally had to squint because the lighting was that intense. PlayStation VR2 screen still impresses me to this day. Speaking of the PSVR2 features, the adaptive triggers feel amazing and the haptics make you feel every bump and jump. The headset haptics kicks in too as well, adding that extra immersion you cannot just get anywhere else. But now we have to talk a bit about audio, because this is where things kind of falling apart a bit. First of all, I'm not even sure if this game has proper 3D audio implemented. Sometimes opponents could be far behind me, yet it sounded like they was right next to my ear hole. The crashing and bumping sounds are terrible, and I keep having the same glitch. I'm assuming it's something that's going to be fixed when my bike sounds disappears after long gameplay sessions. Now, let's talk a bit about the soundtrack, which is trying to channel a bit of that WipeOut style futuristic electronic energy. And I must say here, disclaimer, music taste is subjective, but for me this soundtrack is not good. This is totally not my type of music, polar opposite of it. But in WipeOut I didn't mind it, but here I just don't like it, and some tracks just feels like random noises put together and they don't even sound that clean. So for me the audio overall in this game is quite disappointing. There's a career mode, not the longest one, but it's packed with different races and game modes to master on different difficulties. You can gain XP, level up and unlock new game modes, bikes and rewards. After each race you get random loot box style prizes, they are for totally free by the way, and down there is basically shitloads of bonuses and unlockables. You can buy one of 4 bikes, and each bike, if you choose it, can have different power class. As you progress through the career, the game introduces new modes: combat, time attacks, survival, neon mode, which looks epic by the way on PSVR2 with those glowing colors and visuals. Some races use weapons like missiles, EMPs, mines, homing missiles, the usual stuff, also shields and turbo, plus the boosts are scattered around the track as well. There is a one small missed opportunity here though. I really wish homing missiles used eye tracking to lock on instead of head movement. This would have been an awesome PSVR2 feature. Now, a cool mechanic is that if you are low on energy, you can sacrifice your current weapon to absorb it and recover some health. It's a smart risk-reward system that adds a bit of depth to the chaos. The tracks themselves are fucking crazy. You get near vertical sections, loop-de-loops, super banked corners and so much more. It's a pure VR ecstasy at breakneck speeds. There are also what I called real-life tracks, and they are kind of inspired by F1 layouts. Some of them are based on circuits that even not on F1 calendar anymore. That's how long this game was in the development. Sadly, those real-life tracks, they are the weakest of the bunch. They got most boring visuals, they got very stiff flow, and they just don't fit the game's physics. You can't use them in career mode yet, but you can raise them from the main menu, with the note saying they will be added to career as well. Tracks are divided into 3 zones, that's what I like to say. The main fast lane, that's where you want to stay. Then you've got those little side lanes, and they will slow you down a bit. And then you've got those outer barriers, and they will slow you down even more. So this design gives you room for this risk-taking without punishing you too harshly, but also punishing you enough. So, you know, it makes you want to get better without being too annoying, so it adds nice tactical depth. The handling itself, it's sim-KD, mostly arcade, but with a bit of nuance. You still have to think about corner entry, apex and exit, and pumping the handle mid-turn to maintain the grip and speed, which is pretty fast by the way. It feels really good. It is simple, just acceleration, braking, firing button and absorbing button, but it all works. There is no handbrake or left and right air brake like it is in WipeOut. This could have added some variety, especially to those real-life tracks, which I really don't like, but it's not a deal breaker. You've got tons of control options. You can have stick steering, chest leaning, which is most immersive, and this is something which is tuned to the perfection. So well done developers, this is clearly the control option they would prefer you to use. But you got also handlebar mode, or you can even mix and match them. Comfort settings are great as well. You can keep a flat horizon for stability and comfort, or you can sync the view to your lean if you got strong VR legs. You can also tweak on-screen HUD and helmet visibility. Graphically, this thing runs smooth as fuck, no reprojection, super sharp and clean visuals. The tracks have detailed textures, plenty of background objects and 5 distinct environments that all look unique. There is also that neon mode which transforms tracks with glowing corals, plus reverse track variation, so there's plenty to race on. Unfortunately, there is no weather, time of day changes, fog or pretty much any fancy effects. Those tracks can feel a bit lonely. A bit of off-track animation would have really added that arcadey flair, you know, some events happening, I don't know, volcano exploding or something, you know, like in old school arcade races. Also, the LOD filtering is quite aggressive in that one, so if you look too far down the track and it will start to look a bit like something from maybe 2 consoles generations ago. And also, what you do not look at the trees. They are just 2D sprites straight from 2002. Usually you just whizzing past them too fast to notice the game is that fast, but once you do notice, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So, listen, I might sound here like kind of like I'm overcritical now thinking about it, but honestly the message I want to get across here is very simple. This game, despite its few flaws, it is a damn good adrenaline fuel racer that I absolutely love. The feeling of speed which you when you are on this bike is insane. The devs nailed it. There's tons of content, varied tracks, multiple game modes, career progressions, unlocks, multiplayer, online challenges and more content still to come. There's even an advanced replay editor. There is a livery editor and it's quite deep, although the scale slider sometimes gets stuck for me, but anyway. You can fully customize your bike character and helmet or buy pre-made designs. So after all those years, I'm just glad V-Racer Hoverbike finally made it to PlayStation VR2. It's smooth, it's sharp, it's fast as hell, it's entertaining, and most of all, it's fun as fuck. So despite a few rough edges here and there and the messy audio, this game is every PSVR2 owner's game. So basically, stick it in your library and go and play it. I give it solid 8 out of 10. Highly recommend it for anyone who loves racing in VR, anyone who loves speed, anyone who likes to feel something really good while playing their VR games. This is one of those games. This is the game that makes you feel why you bought your PlayStation VR2 and why it was worth it. So yeah, recommend it, and for now that's it. Bye.